This is Shane Greer, co-owner and co-publisher of Campaigns and Elections, back for another Campaign Insider, this time with Spencer Sullivan, president of Lean Campaigns. And thank you, as always, to the Campaign Insider sponsor, Probolsky Research, first in research for politics and public policy. Spencer, welcome to the Campaigns and Elections roof deck. With it's a lovely day, it's a lovely view, and it's not too windy, which is fantastic. We were chatting beforehand, so you're a campaign manager, general consultant out doing races down ballot across the country. I want you to just chat a little bit about the concept for lean campaigns, which you kind of built from, the sort of industrial lean process of manufacturing. Tell me about it. What was the idea?
Absolutely. So Lean Campaign Strategies is a general consulting firm that does a lot of the down ballot races from House of Reps all the way down to targeted state legislative races. And it came from an experience of a lot of the campaigns I've managed or have seen as well that have wasted resources. Campaigns are all about limited time, limited resources, right? And it's the campaign that uses those resources and uses that time as effectively and efficiently as possible. So coming up with a philosophy called lean, and lean is not the sense of going to the gym every day and getting jacked up. It's a philosophy that the private industry uses, but also some government uses as well, in terms of making sure your systemic processes internally throughout the campaign, your resources, your money is spent as effectively and efficiently as possible. So you talk about internally in campaigns, it's a lot of wasted resources. How many, all the way from the basic resource of how many hats do we buy, how many T-shirts do we buy, how many yard signs do we buy, right?
Well, let me jump on that first of all, because without question, if I could tell you right now, of any article that we post this year, the most trafficked articles are always about yard signs. It's like catnip in the political consulting industry. You talk about yard signs, everyone has a position, no one is ambivalent, everyone has a strong position. People who are very much opposed to yard signs, the one point the one concession that I've heard from them is that in some senses, the problem is that the candidate, they see their opponent with yard signs, and it's very difficult to not to say no to that and say, listen, you really don't need to spend this money because you can see them elsewhere. How do you, and I should say, I am not necessarily the biggest yard sign fan. I think it can work in some circumstances, particularly with name ID in certain races, but how do you get past that?
So I think the yard sign issue is an issue that is quite funny, because